Hey guys, I'm MG, and today I'll be looking at Rush Hour, which is a 1998 American buddy cop action comedy film that was directed by Brett Ratner and written by Jim Cove and Ross LaManna. That is about two cops, played by Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, assigned to rescue a little girl after being kidnapped. However, why don't we stop yelling and start reviewing right now? This is legit Miami Soup Cops, but better. Mainly because they both have a lot of similarities to each other, but this one is more fun and energetic, and there's not a lot of issues with it. Like, yeah, not all the jokes work, and there were some slightly repeated gags, which are funny, but I would have preferred it if some of the comedy was more original and not reused. The side characters aren't really all that memorable. I mean, I like the twist of the main villain, who was perfectly passable, and I kind of liked the father and daughter characters, but I don't care much about the others, especially Tanya, who in my opinion is really underwritten. She has some fun scenes with Carter, but I don't care about her individually, and I wished that she served more purpose to the story, rather than just disabling a bomb. The pacing was a little uneven, with some moments going out a bit too long or a bit too fast. The story can sometimes take a little while to get somewhere, with a couple of pointless scenes that distract from the plot a little bit, and the emotional scenes aren't very effective. They were not bad, but because of how goofy the tone is, it doesn't fully immerse me into the serious scenes, or the threat in general about killing the daughter. But outside of that, this film was just really entertaining for the whole runtime, with the two main characters being extremely enjoyable. Especially Lee, who is really funny, with a humorous performance from Jackie Chan, who we have seen before in the Karate Kid remake. I was a little skeptical about Chris Tucker's acting, mainly because of his yelling, but he ended up winning me over, and the character was quite amusing to watch. And both of them have a really great dynamic, with not only the acting being funny, but also the way their interactions are written, and how they start to annoy each other, but eventually grow to become friends, and solve the case, which makes their bond all the more genuine because of how natural their friendship is built. So, that was really wholesome. The cinematography was pretty cool, and it had a lot of really neat shots, especially the wide ones, that makes the film stick out a lot more. The music was really energetic and fast, and probably makes for one of the best film scores ever made. And the soundtrack is listed with bangers, with my personal favorite being Sweet Fantasy. This song took me off guard when I first heard it, but I'm so glad it's here, because it makes me appreciate this movie even more than I already do. The production design is incredible, and it makes each location look more visually appealing, especially since the setting is really cool and a great place for the story to be taken in. The effects honestly look really solid, with all the explosions and other effects aging gracefully after 27 years. However, my favorite aspect of this entire movie is the action sequences. Oh my god, is the action incredible. With all the fight scenes having sick as hell fighting choreography and awesome stunt scenes, while also being very quick and exciting, with a lot of smooth edits that help support the exhilarating energy of the fight scenes. And like, it's just amazing. What else is there for me to compliment about it? The direction is really lively, and it makes this film feel more alive, since it has a lot of effort put through it, especially in the action. So overall, I was very satisfied when this film has ended, because it delivered on practically everything I could want for a buddy cop film, with the main characters being fun, the direction being filled with effort, the action being very entertaining, and I would deeply recommend this for everyone, since it delivers its full potential with an exceptional execution, regardless of its issues. 8.2 out of 10. Goodbye everyone, and thank you for watching. Bye!